Welcome back, everyone. As you probably guessed, today we're talking about this guy here. This is the new Osight C. I'm guessing C is for competition. I do not know that. That is my assumption. We have it mounted up here on a Daria DY9. I figure it's a fitting gun for a budget optic. So right now, if you guys are seeing this video, it is on sale. It's roughly $140 to $150. I can't remember the exact amount off the top of my head. But for an optic that does all the things that says it does, which so far it has. Right now we've got about 300 rounds through it. Zero issues at all. It's maintained zero, all of those sorts of things. It has 8 brightness settings for daytime and 2 for night vision. Has, again, that relatively large window. I'll roll it in here as compared to the Holosun 507, so that way you guys can get an idea of the window size. We have, of course, the elevation and windage adjustments there on the side. It comes with all of the screws. That's one thing that Osight gets right. Them and Vortex do that right, in my opinion. So all of the screws right from the factory. So whatever you're mounting it up on, they probably have the answer for it. Additionally, on their website, they tell you which screws for which guns. Every optic company should do that, period. So there is that. It also has our side battery there. So it has the 1632 battery that mounts flush to the side, which is one thing that I'm very proud of. Right up front, I will tell you one negative, in my opinion, of this thing is that that screw right there is not retained in any way. So you definitely can lose it. That said, they give you 3 of them with it when you buy it. So I'm assuming they're aware of that problem. And so they just include 3 with it to minimize the negativity of that, if you will. The actual body is made out of aluminum, like I mentioned, open emitter. The glass itself is pretty darn good. It has a slight blue tint to it that you can only notice in certain conditions. Generally speaking, the dimmer it gets, like right now it is bright out here and we're about 95 degrees. Great conditions for a video. But so it's really, really bright. I can't see the blue at all. But when I check this thing out around dusk or dawn, you can see the blue a little bit there. But all in all, pretty clear glass. And again, the price point on this is the selling point. So we've had 0 issues to date. It also has shake awake. That's one other thing I meant to put in there. So if you leave it sitting on the table, after 3 minutes, it will go off and then the slightest amount of motion will turn it back on. So that's going to extend your battery life. Battery life, of course, is 5+ years depending on the actual setting. So pretty long battery life. But like I said, it's been fine so far. But right now, right at the point of the video, we're going to start beating on this thing a little bit. I beat on mine, so that way you don't have to beat on yours, and we'll see if and or when it will fail. So let's get into that. All right, folks, it is science time. We have a target downrange, 12-inch target, shootsteel.com, thanks to them. And it's about 35 yards. We are going to just verify it's 0. Then we're going to rack it a few times off this target stand and see what happens. Turns out you have to actually press the trigger correctly when you move out beyond 10 yards. So we will take this round out here and get to manipulating this slide. Everything looks fine on the optic. Let's see if we still are zeroed. Those were some full force hits there. Still zeroed. All right, let's drop this thing. All right, now it's time for the fun part. In the magazine, we have 12 rounds. Go ahead and drop it. I'm 6 feet tall, just under a 1/4 inch under. And we're gonna drop it on the shootsteel.com plate, see if we can get some good hits. I think that one, yeah, it glanced it on the corner. Show you guys here. Hopefully you guys can see that. So it definitely messed it up. The glass looks fine. See if we can get a little better hit. That was a better hit, no doubt. I mean, it hit the same corner. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but it hit right there on the edge. Glass is totally fine. So we'll see. We'll do one more. I'm actually kind of shocked by that. I didn't expect to tell you the truth. All right, that's another good hit. And that one hit on the front right there. You guys can see that. but the glass looks flawless. Let's chamber around it. See if it's still good. Still good. Can't be mad about that. Well, I think I just mentioned it, but it's worth mentioning again. I did not expect this to survive. The larger Osights, I believe every one of them that's been an open emitter that I've tested to date have died on that drop test. That's a hard test, though, for a lot of optics, particularly open emitters, and is what it is. However, again, obviously this one did perfectly fine. The glass looks great. Everything looks great. Just some scuffs, and 2 of those 3 drops were pretty hardcore. Kind of hard to beat for the price point. Price point under $150 shipped right now during the sale. I mean, if it's something you're interested in, I would check it out. RMR footprint, which is also nice. A lot of folks certainly like that. And good battery life, good reticle. You can pick the reticle. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. Just full disclosure, I think it's probably already known, but Osight did send this out to me. They didn't get to see the video. They didn't get to set any of the parameters of what we test. It's the same test that I do here all the time on the channel. They did send it out, but the site lived up to a reputation of a better optic. But the site lived up to the reputation of a more expensive optic. That's definitely what I would say on it. Of course, battery life and things like that we can't verify yet at this point because it's a relatively new optic, but Osights have never really had issues with battery life, so I wouldn't expect that to be an issue. So that's pretty much it. If you like the video, make sure you hit subscribe, follow, depending on where you're watching this. And again, if you're interested in the sale, definitely check it out down below the link. It's an affiliate link. It helps the channel out. And that's it. That's all I got for you. Thank you all for watching. Truly appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing everybody in the next video.